Hello.
I will.
My grandma.
Fuck, we're poor as shit.
Eating dirt outside. Fuck, we're poor as shit.
Start with
Test. 1, 2.
Okay,
Hey everybody. We're back. Episode 2.
this is us.
This is us.
Here we are.
Hashtag raw and unfiltered.
I thought you said
Hashtag-
rotten. Like rotten filter.
We should start that. Hashtag rotten and unfiltered. That's our Twitter slogan. Okay, I'm Morgan, and this week I cried 1.5 times while packing.
I'm Jess, and this week I contemplated morality. I thought about what's right and what's wrong.
I'm Maisie. I didn't do either of those things because I refused to pack, and morality did not come into question because I had my last glass day, and the morality in there has been completely thrown out the window, so I don't need to question it because I already know.
Everybody, a round of applause for Maisie being done with class.
She's done. She's totally done. Not only is she done with glass, she's done with college. Period.
And so it's Jess. And so
No,
it's
Jess is
Morgan.
not done.
I'm not done. At the time of this recording,
Oh my
I'm
god.
not technically done. I have
So
some
you're
final
done with
projects.
classes.
That's true.
kinda.
No, it's actually not. I have class tomorrow.
Oh. I'm just lying.
Maybe
You just
something
want it
for
to
the
be
best
true.
for me, yeah.
Lying on the
But
man.
I
I'm
am
almost
done.
done.
Yeah, Morgan's done.
Extra round of applause for Morgan being done.
All I need now is my mom to pay the bill. And then
so
I will
let's
officially
talk about our
go.
weeks. What happened? Yeah, I feel like we actually were a lot together this week.
We were
Yes.
a lot together this week, and we're going to be a lot together for the remainder, because we're going to be a lot together tomorrow and the next day.
It's actually killing me that we all just had a lot together.
We have really been doing this
Instead of
where one
together.
of us will just say something and not question it, and then the other two of us will fully adopt it right away and bring it into our vocabulary.
Did I say a lot together?
Yes.
We don't even know who starts it.
Last week, we were editing the first episode of the podcast, and we fully do not know, like, things about, like, podcasting, and, like, we know some stuff, but we're
Because we
not, like,
listen to podcasts.
right, we're not, like, fully in, like, all of it, but we just started talking about things with our own made-up vocabulary, and one of us would say it, and fully the other two would just adopt it immediately, right away, without question, and now we've just been using fully made-up words to
A
describe
lot
everything.
together.
I meant to say we were together a lot,
We were all together.
but that did not come out, I guess.
Well, the first thing that we did together that I can think of last week was get ice cream, and the man got really mad at us.
Oh.
What day was that?
I don't remember.
That was during the week.
Yeah, last week. This week.
But, like,
Oh my god, we started.
No, it's fine.
we
It
went
doesn't
to
matter.
we went to the circus, though, before that.
We did.
What day was that? What day did we get ice
Friday.
cream?
Oh, that
So,
was, you
it
took
was
me to
before
class.
the circus.
No, it was after the circus.
What?
The circus
No,
was
it
a
wasn't.
week
No.
ago today.
No, a week ago Friday.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. A week ago tomorrow.
Yeah, and we took you to class on Friday and got ice cream, and then went to
that
the
was the
circus
same
later.
day?
Yeah, I
Wow.
guess. Because it wasn't this week.
Wow.
It wasn't Monday or Tuesday.
Wow. True.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm there.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. Just arguing about, debriefing our week, actually arguing about the events in the chronological order of our
I
week.
don't even, like, remember
No,
the
it's true.
days.
It's
They're,
true.
like,
Yes.
blended. But
Good
anyway.
point. Maybe
ice cream.
and Jess need to tell a story about ice cream and a man.
Okay, so we go to the ice cream place. It's cash only, one of those mom and pop joints, whatever. Morgan is driving the little car, and we think she goes over the cone. It's a rubber cone, so it doesn't
A
matter.
traffic cone.
And it was just the edge of it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I fully ran over it. I was just like on the edge of like the bottom of the cone.
Okay, back up, fix ourselves. The guy comes out the door, and he's like, think you're on the cone. Okay.
Like,
I
yes.
just want to get some
He
ice
said,
cream.
Are you on the cone?
And then we were ordering, by we I mean Jess, because I didn't want to.
Okay,
do
Maisie
it.
was in the passenger seat, front passenger seat. I was in the back seat, but I was ordering. Maisie's window was up, rolled up, not ready to interact with this man at all. My window is down. And then he comes out, he's like, oh, guess I'll go back here then. And comes to my window.
Literally one step away from the front
I was like,
door.
yeah, I guess you will, because I'm the one that's going to order. Okay, jeez. I start telling him what we all want. Maisie wanted strawberry and chocolate twist or something.
It said on their menu.
But they didn't have that. And I said, could you just put both of some of those in a dish?
No.
No. We can't do that. We won't do that. I was like, okay. Maisie, what do you want? And then she told me, whatever, chocolate ice cream or something. And then I'm like, okay, then can I get some small chocolate ice cream in a dish? Did I say cup or dish?
No, you said cup. And then he goes,
Yeah,
you mean in a dish? And he then proceeded to rip the ticket order off, crumple it up, and say, I'm just going to start over.
He said, let's just start over. I was like, okay, let's. Thank you so much. So I said, small chocolate ice cream in a cup. I mean dish.
No, you said in a dish, I guess. That's what we're calling it. Like, you really emphasized that.
In a dish with marshmallows on top.
Marshmallow sauce?
Yeah, whatever. He's like, looked at me like confused. Or like, he was like, what? I was like, what? Like,
what?
Is it marshmallow, what's it called? Like, fluff, you know, like, whatever. He's like, yeah. I was like, great. Okay, that. On top. He was like, oh, so a sundae? I was like, yes, whatever. A sundae. It's fine, sir. And then...
Well, the thing is, too, like Maisie said, like, it's just a small place. It literally is him and one, like, teenage guy working.
Skater
it's
boy.
not like... It wasn't busy, and it's not like he has to, like, type it into a cash register.
He was handwriting it.
He was handwriting it, and
notepad.
he was the one who was gonna make it. It's not like somebody else had to understand what to make. He just had to make it. Like, it was literally for no reason.
He was terrible.
Yeah, and then I also wanted, I guess, a sundae, and Jess was like, so a sundae, I guess, of this, like, whatever.
Yeah, it was like with raspberries on top.
Yeah.
I was like, raspberry sundae, I guess, with chocolate ice cream.
Instead of saying chocolate ice cream with raspberry on top.
Which
it didn't matter, and this man just made everything
terrible.
Very complicated.
It was a terrible situation.
But we reigned victorious.
That's true. I matched his energy. I did not let him.
And I started laughing when he said, in a dish.
He said, in a dish? Oh, a dish?
He did talk like that, too.
Everyone says cup or cone, okay?
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Tweet us.
Sure, if your establishment calls it a dish, that's fine. But if I say in a cup, you know
know
it's
a dish.
You know that I'm referring to in the thing that's not a cone that holds ice cream. Like, there's only two options. Either it's a cone that you eat or a bowl that you don't eat. Like, it doesn't matter what you call it.
I want to go back there and ask for it in, like, the
wrong
most
way.
absurd way. Be like, in a non-cone.
Not
Actually, just put it in my hands. Just let me hold it. That man was irritating. But then we went to the circus.
He was terrible.
On the way home, I needed to relieve some energy from the interaction, and so I said, Maisie, play Mr. Bitch right now. And that leads me to a recommendation I have for you. I think everyone in the world should listen to Claude. And so I'll link Claude in the description. Listen to Claude, especially Mr. Bitch, if you have a bad interaction with a man.
So true.
I don't think the ice cream day was honestly the circus day. Not to bring it back up. I think it was Thursday, and I think we went to the circus Friday because I was at
You know
work.
what? It was Thursday because we deserved a treat for all of our work.
And I skipped class all day.
Yeah.
We sat here and didn't do anything. So it actually, you were right.
Maisie said not to bring this up again.
But I do have to.
So I was like, I work on Friday. There's no way we did that.
Yeah. We went to the circus.
The circuit.
Together. It was very fun. I thought it was very fun.
I know, it was fun.
I thought it was
They
very
did
fun.
really well.
My takes leaving the circus were that someone we know, his name's Danny, he slayed.
He did slay.
He was doing lots of different, I want to call them events? Acts. Yes, acts. He did lots of different acts, and he, like, was the most rigorous of, like, all the performers, I feel like, in each thing. Like, he did the stilts, and he did, like, the craziest thing on the stilts, and he did, like, whatever, jump rope, and did the craziest thing on jump rope, or whatever. He did really great. He was the star of the show, and also the girlies definitely carried. There was, like, a group of girls who, I guess their, like, specialty is, like, aerial. And so they did, like, a hoop aerial thing. They did aerial silks. They did, like, this bar thing where they're, like, twirling on it. And there was, like, a group of, like, I don't know, like 10 of them or something. And they all did, like, they would, like, come and do their thing and then, like, leave, and it would be somebody else, and then they would, like, come back and, like, do another thing, and they were definitely, like, the most impressive, most iconic.
Very iconic.
Those were my takes.
It was really long. I will tell that.
Yeah.
Truth.
That
I
will be
I
my
will speak my truth.
Maisie has another truth from the circus, and that was our seating arrangement.
Okay. We have assigned seats. Whatever. There's a family behind us. Whatever. There's a kid behind me. Not my fave, personally. I'm more of the non-child lover in the group. And I'm, like, okay with it because I know children, like, are gonna child. Like, they're gonna act a certain way. Whatever.
We're at the circus.
I don't
to
care.
be fair.
He kept yelling and screaming, which was fine. There was, like, what was it that he kept
The
saying?
bubbles.
Bubbles! And I was like, okay, whatever. But then the child kept getting progressively closer to me, and I can feel it. Your parents aren't restraining you. They need to. And then I take it his mom lifted him up and kicked me in the back of the head, put his whole foot in my fucking hair. And I just was like, oh my god, you have got to be kidding me. I lean over to Jess, and, like, that woman just put that baby's foot in my hair.
Word for word, she said, that woman just put that baby's foot in my hair.
I
was
couldn't
very
even
funny.
do anything.
It was very funny.
It was just like, it was just so bad. I don't get it. Like, I used to be anti-kid leash, but sometimes I'm pro.
The leash wouldn't have helped though. They were in a seat.
Pull back.
Taut. A taut leash.
A 1 foot leash.
My mom used to have a leash for my sister.
Oh god.
Which sister? Younger?
That one.
No, the sister.
Right, okay.
Redact her name, I guess.
Redacted.
So you can't
The
look her up
redacted
on
sister.
TikTok.
On Snapchat stories. She pops up on her Snapchat stories.
She keeps doing this stupid fucking dance on her, like, Snapchat, and okay, we are, like, kind of in between anti-social media queens, whatever,
Yeah.
like, not on it as much, and Snapchat is lame and boring, and I shouldn't have it, but I can't delete it
For
because
your
my little
sister.
sister posts on there, and it's the funniest fucking thing I'll ever see in my life. One time she posted if she had 3 wishes that she'd have a bunch of money. She'd have $1 million. And then the second thing was that none of her pets would die. Third thing, none of her friends and family would die. So money, pets above friends and family. And then she's under it. If I had another wish though, I'd wish for world peace. She said money over world peace.
Money over the safety of my pets. The safety of my pets over the safety of my family. And all of those things over world peace.
We need to interview her.
Yes, that would be an iconic guest star
You can
moment.
come visit.
Yes.
My hometown is iconic too.
Yes.
But we don't need to get into.
That's maybe for another time.
Right.
What else did you guys do this week?
I went to see my family. I went home to see my family because my sister and my brother-in-law were here and my little baby nephew. So I went home and saw them.
I also went home with Jess.
Morgan came with me.
To see the little baby nephew. The 2 non-child haters, actually,
Yes.
who would call ourselves child lovers.
I'm a child neutral.
I'm a child neutralist.
Yeah, that's my
I
style.
do feel like that's a thing, like, between the 3 of us that we do have. We're, like, a hater, a lover, or,
a
like,
neutral.
fine about it. Like, we've done that with a lot of, like, food and stuff. I feel like that's, like, part of our vocabulary. I'm a tomato hater.
True. I'm a tomato. I'm more of the... Wait, do you like tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lover. Maisie's tomato lover.
You're a
Morgan's
hater.
tomato hater, and I guess I'm kind of a tomato neutralist.
Is that true, though?
I don't hate them. I just don't want to eat them.
But you will
But I would,
if
yeah.
they were there.
Will you?
Not
Do you?
raw. Never raw. Never raw tomato.
I love
Raw tomato hater.
I am a raw
Cooked tomato neutralist.
Yes, exactly.
I'm an all-around tomato lover.
People come to our podcast for the hot takes.
Yes, and
And
that
these are
is
it.
that I'm a raw tomato hater.
What'd you do while we were at Jess's home?
Yeah. Play with
I
little
definitely
cat.
gamed. Played Fortnite.
We've been transforming Maisie.
Corrupting her?
Yeah,
Sure.
You've been corrupting.
We've been corrupting Maisie to be a Fortnite gamer.
And I'm gonna corrupt Jess to play Zelda.
I know. It's been a long time coming.
We've been getting back into Fortnite because of the zero build mode. Because Jess and I have played Fortnite in the past, but we're terrible at building. So now that there's zero build mode, I'm like, okay, let's get back into it. And it really became like a routine for us for a while. For a couple of weeks, I was playing at least 2 games of Fortnite every morning before work. And by that I mean at 7:30 in the morning.
Literally.
I would literally get up, like whatever, wash my face and brush my teeth and stuff, and then put like water on to make tea and start my Fortnite up. Like that was truly my
At
morning
7:30
routine.
a.m. with all the 10-year-olds who are playing.
No,
Literally.
literally.
The lobbies were for sure easier.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now it's more of an evening activity. I've transitioned into that, but now we're corrupting Maisie, so we've been getting her to play too. So
And I've been playing.
I
and
have
today,
been playing.
Maisie got
3rd and 2nd.
and second.
Yeah. I will not play on the build.
Second.
Moving on up.
That's really close.
We also love Minecraft.
Yes.
We
Let's
do.
just say
Yeah.
that. All 3 of us were the same coming into that.
Yeah,
True.
We
We
love
bonded.
Minecraft. I will say that we play differently.
Yes, we
Which
very
I
much
feel like
do.
makes sense because Minecraft is such like a big game, and there's not like it's not like a story game or anything like that. Like there is like a lot of different stuff you can do, but it's funny like us showing Maisie like our world or like her talking about like her stuff. She's like, "What? You can do that?" And then she like has something. We're like, "What? Like we never have like done that or whatever." Like
I play on the servers.
That's
yes,
true.
Yes.
Yes, Maisie loves the mini games. The Minecraft
I love the
mini
minigames.
Plug them.
I actually
Bed
cream
Wars.
everybody.
And if
on
anybody wants to
Minecraft.
play Maisie, and if they think they're better than Maisie at Minecraft Bed Wars, then
What is it
Yeah.
called?
No,
CubeCraft?
join me,
CubeCraft.
CubeCraft.
I feel like we gotta put that. We gotta add that to our rec
Yes.
this week.
Yeah, put the server.
IP
Address,
address.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or
CubeCraft, Minerware. I will absolutely demolish
Yeah,
you every
Minerware.
single time. Sorry. My gamer tag is concerned cat 12. I think. I don't
Really?
know if that's the right number, but it is concerned cat.
That's so funny.
Then on Sunday, me and Maisie went to Jess's last choir concert.
That's what we
of
did.
her life. Unless she takes up community choir.
Who's to say?
I know someone in Columbus who sings for the
No way.
choir.
Who? Jose?
No, Mallory.
Mallory.
Who may end up listening to this podcast one day.
Okay.
And she said it's kind of competitive. Because all the old women do it.
Yup.
And there's only a certain amount of spots. So,
Right.
like, they get priority, you know?
Correct.
And so any new people, like, you really gotta, like, get in
I
to
see.
get in, you know?
I don't know if it was. I wasn't really sad. I was a little bit sad. But then I had rehearsal again on Monday, so that was like when it was actually sad. That's like the last thing. I had to say goodbye
The iconic director.
to the iconic director. He's very iconic.
Just repeating every word with more force.
This is riveting, huh? This is entertaining. You probably came over, huh?
On Sunday.
Yeah, you did. After
did.
that. But I don't think we did anything.
We didn't. I feel
we
like a
watched
lot of the
videos?
days we've just sat.
No, literally turned on videos.
Yep.
We played Fortnite on Sunday. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Some trios.
Yeah.
I had my last shift at work this week.
Woo!
My boss gave me a little note, and she was getting all sentimental.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, "Let me in your apartment, please. I want to see what it looks like." But I didn't say that because she was in a work call.
Maisie has a, let's call it a quirk, where she is obsessed with and loves to look into people's windows.
I don't think she's alone in that though. That's
No.
what people do.
I
Yeah,
just want
totally.
to know how it's laid out.
Yeah, she just wants to know. And so, any chance she gets, if we're walking around, we're like, Maisie, like, they
The
have their
window's
blinds
open.
open, they have their blinds open, their lights on. We really pointed out for her.
And I enjoy it so much. And sometimes there's a Kinty in the window, and I really like that.
Like our neighbors.
Our neighbors, yep, have a cat in the window a lot of times. Monday, the week for me has not been that eventful because I work. I've just been working days, and then playing a little bit of Fortnite at night. That's it. Watching some videos. Those are my weekdays.
I'm just still grinding school. We went to Pilates.
Oh yes, we
on
did.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Pilates grind. It was actually very good.
Yeah, it was a good one. We only have one more Pilates for the semester.
For forever.
We're gonna
We
be on
were
that
gonna go for a blacklight ride
Mm-hmm. Cycling.
cycling class today, but what
It was
the
full.
problem?
It was
Oh, it was
just
full. It was full.
Bitches want to be
That's true.
in the black light.
They do.
There's blacklight cycling riding every day.
It's every day.
Well, like Monday through Thursday, and it's still
No, they
full.
do love it. So now we're gonna go rock climbing instead.
Yeah, and it's Thursday, so hopefully the hot and sexy climbing person is there.
Subjective.
Maisie says,
Hot and
not
sexy
me.
to some.
To be honest, not my type.
Morgan and Jess's type, apparently.
That's like the archetype for you.
Yeah, for me.
Oh.
Do you have a type, Jess?
Apparently.
What's your type then?
Dark,
The only
dark
people-
hair.
He doesn't have dark hair like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have not known you to have a type
Okay.
so far.
Yeah.
What's your type, Maisie?
Oh, no. My type is nothing because I'm way too picky. My standards are so high.
But
That's
okay,
good.
no, if you're
That's
picky,
good.
then you have a very specific type.
I really don't. Everybody gives me the ick at some
It's
point.
just
You have
yes or no.
Your type is
Yeah.
none.
My type is none. It's like...
Okay, but here's the thing. It's like, is it just a type for admiring? It doesn't have to be a type for wanting to pursue
Oh,
dating.
then like everybody.
It's the opposite. I want to
Well-
date no one. I want to admire everyone.
Well, actually, I take that back. All women. Select men. Very few.
Yes. It's like that TikTok audio. It's like, my type is all women, Harry Styles,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
other guy,
Yeah.
and Harry Styles.
Famous men, and
Yeah.
that I would never
Celebrities.
be with, and then women. But yeah, no, it doesn't matter who it is. Unfortunately, my dating standards, they give me the ick. Everybody gives me the ick.
That's good to know.
They just talk to me too much. They're telling me things, and I'm like, stop.
Don't tell me anything. I actually don't want to know anything about it.
Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
Don't ask me. I don't want to tell you.
So there you go. Don't talk to
That's
Maisie.
Maisie's type.
Yeah, just
If
don't
you're
talk.
interested in Maisie by her voice, all you have to do is not talk to her.
Yeah, just don't talk to me.
And then you have a chance.
I'll catch the vibe.
My car is broken.
I was just about to bring up your car. We have
So very
telekinesis.
broken.
That is a big part of this week because last week, at the beginning of the week, I just went out to my car to start it to drive to work, and it didn't start. So then I just did nothing about it for a couple of days, and then I finally did something about it. I tried to jump it, and that didn't work. Then I got a different type of tool from another friend, and that did work to start it, so I drove it to AutoZone, and they tested the battery, and they were like, oh, the battery is fine. I was like, okay. Like, it won't start, though. Like, what should I do about that, basically? And they were like, well, we could test the alternator, but the battery's too low, so we can't do it right now, so you just have to take it somewhere else. Like, they were not helpful at all. So then I brought it home, and I just left it running for, like, honestly so long. And I was like, okay, like, it should recharge the battery.
She
How long
literally
I
forgot.
left it? Yeah, I forgot that it was running. I like, go outside later and turn it off. And then the next time I tried to turn it on, it did not turn on again. So it seems as though it's the alternator, and I just need to like call the place and hopefully see if I can start it again, which will be challenging, and take it there. But I need to do that like literally yesterday because Jess and Maisie are about to be leaving out of town, moving, and I won't have anyone to drive me around, so I'll need my car. But I was gonna call the auto body place or whatever, the repair place today, and Maisie sent me a like a recommendation, and I
Did you
looked it up
call?
on maps, and it doesn't exist. She like just texted me a name, and I haven't told her this yet, but I like searched it on maps, and nothing came up.
Oh, also.
It like doesn't exist here.
Did you call somebody yet?
No.
Okay, I'll send you his phone number.
Okay. Because that was my plan. I was like, okay, I'm gonna drop Jess off at class, and I'm gonna call the person, and then I like looked up the name of the place, and it was like only gave me recommendations in like other cities in America. Like nothing here.
That's so...
I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing that.
Okay. He'll answer it like you're some rando calling him, even
Yeah.
though that is his work phone. He'll like, who is this?
Hello?
Like,
Who's
oh my
calling
God.
this number?
I've gotten 8,000 spam calls from New York. They tapped my phone. when
Oh,
we were
they
there.
did.
We will have a special episode about our New York trip. New York debrief, if you will.
So look out for that.
Be on the lookout.
Go back to my little intro fact. I have been
sure.
packing a lot more this week.
Me too.
Well, I wouldn't say a lot, because I keep getting into this dilemma where it's like, well, I could pack, like, every single thing. I'm not doing anything else. Like, days that I don't work, I'm done with school, so I literally don't have anything. But it's still, like, over a week before we're leaving, so I want to, like, have the things that I use out. But it would be nice just to, like, have everything packed up, you know? So it's just kind of a weird amount of time. But I have been packing lots of stuff, mostly, like, decorations and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
our apartment is in a bit of disarray. We've got boxes everywhere. We've got piles.
Stuff.
We have literally 5 large cardboard boxes of stuff to get rid of, to give away.
I've done no packing. I'm saving it until the last days.
minute.
Yes.
Which is fine.
Because I got the little cat and I just don't feel like
I have a cat, so I can't.
I have the little cat, but also it is the little cat.
Have we talked about little cat?
I think we only said that you're a
Like
cat
briefly,
mom,
yeah.
so we need to
Okay,
really...
introduction, little cat. Meow. That's her.
Meow.
She is old as fuck. She's 12. I've had her forever. She thinks I'm mommy because we rescued her when she was like 4 weeks old and couldn't give her to the
Aw.
shelter, so I had to bottle feed her and stuff. So she's
fully attached
obsessed
to
with
you.
me.
Yeah.
She loves me and
That's
no
perfect.
men.
That's perfect
She
for you.
doesn't like men. She's a man hater. I respect it.
Respect.
She's a good judge of vibes. But yeah, she's super old and I get extremely anxious when she does anything.
You could tell them about.
Yes, we have a good story about one of the first times Maisie and I ever hung out outside of class.
So this is like the second or third time me and Morgan had hung out. And I don't know how, but I had come over here, I think, and you just were, like, not here when I would come over.
Me?
In
Yeah.
class.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And Morgan comes over for the first time. We walk in, and the cat's rubbing her ass on the floor. What the fuck? Not just her ass. Shit. She's rubbing shit on the floor. She's never done this, so I'm like, what the fuck? Context clues lead us to believe that she was in the litter box because there were shit trails coming out of the litter box. But we had walked in and she got scared, so then she didn't finish and then got it everywhere. And I had to clean it up, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was so high strung, and I was like, oh my god, something's wrong with her. Like, she's gonna die. This is so weird. Why is she doing this? And Morgan's like, she's literally fine. Like, she's fine. It's
just
not
a cat.
a big deal.
Maisie is just, I would just say, like, on the spectrum of things, just like a lot more anxious and stressed. Her normal level is just like a lot more anxious and stressed than me. So like us two in that situation, Maisie was like, oh my gosh, I'm so worried about little cat, and also like, oh my gosh, you've never been to my apartment before, and this is what happens, and I'm like, it literally doesn't matter at all. Like, little cat is fine, and everything is fine, and it doesn't matter.
And I was like, oh my god. I thought you were gonna say, Maisie's a little bit on the spectrum. I was like, damn.
On the spectrum of anxiousness, Maisie is higher up there than I am. Like, I wouldn't say Maisie is, like, anxious as a person, but I just feel like I am devoid of all anxiousness. And so when it's the two of us together, there's a stark difference.
Yeah, there is. And I've lost my anxiousness as time has gone on.
I've affected you.
Yeah, you did. And just, I used to be the most high-strung person
Really?
ever. I don't know how I didn't have a stroke.
What I've seen of you, though, the anxiousness that you do have, it's not outward.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, it doesn't manifest, like, physically, or, like, you don't, like, show a lot of your anxiousness, like, it's all internal. Like, you'll say things that, like, let on to how anxious you are, but your behavior is very, like, calm, and, like,
Hey,
not,
I could be an
she hides it.
assassin.
yes, she does. Like, I feel like everyone is like, Maisie, like, why aren't you, like, more energetic, or why aren't you happy, or like, oh, you must be tired today, or like whatever, and Maisie's just literally being regular, just like sitting there not saying anything, but I feel like everyone gets the vibes that like Maisie is just like hating life, and Maisie's literally just sitting there.
I'll be happier than I've ever been, and somebody will be like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, what? I'm literally just sitting.
And I feel like it's not even RBF in Maisie's case, like, it's just like,
She truly is just sitting.
it just is completely neutral, and just something about her, like, aura. People are like, are you okay? Literally, I've seen it happen so many times.
But Morgan knows I'm normal.
Yes.
It's maybe everybody else is just not.
Everyone just doesn't get Maisie.
Yeah.
She's just not like other
That's so
people.
true.
Yeah, and Maisie is very honest. People like Maisie, they'll be like, "Oh, are you okay?" And she's like, "No, I'm literally fine." But people will take that to mean I'm not fine.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
not fine. Please help me. Put me in the
No,
ward.
really, there's like nothing she can say that will like appease people when they say that.
And then I start laughing because I'm like, what?
Didn't your professor do that just the other day? Like, he was like, do you want to talk about it?
John!
Are you okay?
Yeah. Somebody had stolen my cups that I had made in glass, and I was like, well, you're gotta be kidding me. Like, I was making these to sell, so, like, I was, like, not happy about it, but, like, not gonna kill myself over it. And my class teacher really thought otherwise, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, do you need to talk about it? And I was like, about the cups getting taken? And he was like, well, yeah, or it's just about anything. Like, is everything good at home? And I'm like, at my home that I live in by myself? Yeah, everything's fine.
With me and my cat?
Yeah.
The little cat?
It's perfect, honestly. I'm like, do you need to talk?
He probably did,
Yes.
honestly. That's probably what it was.
No,
I want her to
it
ask me
was.
how I'm doing.
Yes.
Do you know how bad an episode with him would be? He'd go off on a tangent and be like, the year I was born, this was happening, and my
No,
great-grandma
truly.
was doing this.
It's my great grandma.
Like,
Literally, the
okay.
house that all my cousins drove in. And my great grandfather actually drove the semi truck with the nuclear bomb in it.
Yeah, with a nuclear bomb in it. And my grandma, she made $13 a year. Fuck, we were poor as shit, eating dirt outside. Look at me now.
I honestly love, Maisie, the way that you say things. You really spit it out, and you know exactly what you're gonna say, and you just string together out of pocket things.
You do really get it out. And there's never a stutter. It's never like,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Did she stutter? No, she did not. That's you.
Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yes.
Content warning. Speaking of Will Smith,
Did you
his
see this?
career is like in shambles, and Jada is like gonna divorce him.
Over the slap?
I don't know. She was like, you should not have done that. What a disgrace. People slap people.
It's actually a thing that occurs quite frequently.
I don't know if I haven't seen the video of
You
this.
never
I
saw
don't know
the clip?
anything about it. This is like fourth-hand knowledge that I'm like speaking out of here, so like,
Okay.
don't listen to me. But also, was it not a stunt? Like, that could not just happen.
I reenacted it.
I would hardly call that a reenact.
Okay, I'll reenact it.
Maisie just slapped the air.
Okay, wait. You're Chris Rock.
Have you seen the new Jada Smith movie?
She doesn't
G.I.
have
Jane
hair.
2?
She's bald in it.
She's bald.
Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth. What? Get my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Walks up there.
It's also, like, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know anything about it, but it's literally Will Smith and Chris Rock. Like, is that not a bit? Is that not a stunt? Like, that is a stunt, right?
I don't know.
Apparently not.
People were like,
Ooh.
isn't this just, like, to distract from whatever award the Oscars being,
Oscars.
like, super racist and really horrible?
Well,
And
if they want
elitist
to distract
and
from
rude.
that, then why are they doing that? They're being extra racist and horrible because it's a black guy slapping him, and he's like barred from the whole thing for like 10
They literally
years.
ruined
But
his career over
that,
it.
like Harvey Weinstein could go up there and
Yeah.
like sexually assault girls, and they'd be like, good.
Oscar for you.
No, and they did.
Oscar
And
for
they
you.
did.
They
Not,
did do
not
that.
only would they do that, they did do that.
and other sexual predators. Did you see that that Olivia
Yes.
Wilde
Oh, we
got
saw
served
that.
papers by Jason Sudeikis?
Oh, we
We
did.
did see.
Yeah.
We've been on
yeah.
the
It's bad for Harry.
discourse.
Yeah,
It's
Harry.
bad for Harry.
It's time to leave.
And this is what we have been saying from the beginning, is this stunt is good for no one. Why did they... It doesn't make... There's no... I cannot find the logic in it. It is not serving them to be doing that.
I think their idea must just be that any press is good press, because it's not been
But
great.
that is
Well,
not
also, I'm sure that they
certainly
didn't
not true.
think, like, someone was literally... Well, they honestly probably... I don't know. Obviously, we don't even for
That was
sure
a
know what the papers were. And, like, we don't know the situation. And honestly, I think the Olivia Wilde slander and hate is actually out of control.
It's pretty intense.
And
yeah.
it's really, I want to say, like, there is a level of misogyny to it because, and also just people being stupid about celebrities because people are Harry fans. And they're like, Harry can do no wrong.
Yeah.
And, like, whatever, he is 100% just as much as Olivia Wilde, like, complicit in the stunt. Like, it's not like her, like, forcing herself on him, though that is the narrative that them dating portrays because she is older and literally his boss. But other than that, like, he is just as complicit in the stunt as she is. And, like, they're like, how could she basically, and she's such a terrible mother for, like, whatever, flying across the country as much as she does, or whatever they want to say. It's like, you know what? Like, I don't know what she is like as a parent, and, like, to say those things, it's like, whatever, and, like, we don't know why she was served custody papers while she was literally at, like, a panel or whatever, like...
Because that's how serving papers works.
Well,
they get you when they know where you're gonna be.
No, literally, and it's like, oh, people were like, oh, that's because she was, like, avoiding, like, social workers or whatever. It's like, okay, maybe, but also, like, that could not be true, like... We don't know anything about the situation. Like, it could be that Jason Sudeikis, like, wants to use that to, like, make her look worse so that he can get the things that he wants in court. Like,
it was probably the person, like, I don't know what they're officially called, but the person who serves the papers. Like,
yeah.
I don't think, because you don't serve at a specific time, usually. Trust me, I know. We've got to serve. But, like, he's probably literally in Amsterdam shooting for Ted Lasso, and, like, his person, like, his attorney or whatever, decided to do it now. Maybe
they thought that was the best strategy to get what they want in court. Mm-hmm. Is to, like, make a public scene about it. And
then she can't avoid it.
Right, yes. So, I don't know. I just think people, like, are way too easy to hate her for, like, the same reasons that they, like, wouldn't hate other people. It's like, they just don't like it that she's seen holding hands with Harry Styles. And, like, honestly, shut up about it. Like,
Harry's not
it doesn't matter.
Like, Harry's not gonna come grace us with
I actually don't want to be talking about it. And, like, I don't understand why you... Like, if you purportedly hate it so much, like, why do you talk about it literally every second of the day?
Yeah. And if you're gonna hate on her, maybe hate on her for, like, her transphobia or something. And
right.
dating Harry Styles, like...
Like, that whole thing?
Right, and, like, here's the thing, it's like...
bad thing that she does?
Like, yes, I, if you couldn't tell, believe that it is a stunt relationship, but, like, if you want to go with the narrative that it's, like, a real relationship that they are choosing to publicize for some reason, for promo, for the movie that they are both in, like, how about you criticize the real things about how that is a predatory relationship? Like, that is a real issue, and, like, just saying, oh, well, it's a stunt, so it doesn't matter. It's like... No, it isn't, because journalists and publicity is claiming that it's a real relationship, and that's actually a problem if it's a real relationship. Like, I don't know. People are so weird about it.
If they were going to start relationship for it, they should have let him and Florence. Or not Florence.
Yes. Florence Pugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My queen.
Yeah.
Hopefully she was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Because I would respect that. And I like her, and hopefully she did say that.
Is she in a relationship, though? I thought she was.
I don't know.
Who knows? Who cares?
Maybe he's officially the Scrum Master, aka Sound Master.
Editing extraordinaire.
Yes, editing extraordinaire.
Extravaganza.
I was just about to say that. We're on the same wavelength today.
What media have we been consuming recently? I'll be the first to admit it. I have been watching the Kardashians.
Oh, yeah.
I watched 2 episodes today, caught up.
I watched part of 1 episode with her.
There's, like, a lot of stuff going around on Twitter right now, and
media.
It's basically, like, predictions and, like, trends with the Kardashians that they are going to be on their downfall. Like, everybody thinks it's impossible, but, like,
that's gonna, like, be what?
It's going to be proved wrong, and, like, there's, like, a lot of stuff that's, like, going into it, but basically, like, they might be on their downfall.
For scandal or just
downfall would just mean they aren't in the limelight anymore, but they're always going to be fucking billionaires. Right. But, like, that would be kind of
notorious.
I wonder what pop culture would be like without them.
Yeah.
I think it'd be very interesting.
Well, who's going to rise to power to replace them?
I don't know.
What are the predictions? You know what I'm saying?
The D'Amelios.
Oh, God.
They're already on trend.
They are trying. I know. For sure they're trying.
Well, I feel like it would be younger people like that can have, like, a legacy. And, like,
can do that all again.
Right. Do it all again for, like, 15 years.
But honestly, I wonder if they won't kind of follow that pattern, because I feel like what the Kardashians achieved was very much so for the moment, like, what worked, and now, like, the way media works is so much more short term, and, like, we rotate through things so much faster. Like, I don't think, and, like, you could do where you, start when someone is 20 and literally go till when they're 40 years old. Like, literally for 20 years, have a TV show and have all of these things about them. I don't think media will continue in that pattern. I think it will switch to, like, having people be, like, the one that we follow or whatever for a lot shorter, and then it will switch to, like, a new person.
I don't think people are vibing with parasocial relationships now that we know what it is. Because when the Kardashians were up and coming, like, you were in their family with them and they weren't mega ultra rich, so their bits that they were doing for their reality TV were, like, funny and, like, entertaining and not just about how much money they had.
Yeah.
So it was, like, fun to be a part of that, but now that we're all aware of, like, the parasocial relationships, it's gonna be hard to have that with, like, somebody new.
Yeah.
I mean, but Charlie could hook those 12-year-olds.
But I don't know, I feel like...
Jojo Siwa.
Yes,
Jojo Siwa.
yes. But I feel like it's just so... I just don't know who it could be because I feel like there's no one, and just the way, like... Especially Kim, I think, is, like, the one that, like, made the family be, like, so influential. It's like, there's no one that people can agree on enough to, like, have it affect that many people. Like, kind of what you were saying is, like, now that we're aware of it, like... People can't agree on, like, this is someone we want to follow, like, trends of and, like, be influenced by.
Yeah, that's
I feel like
true.
now, like, everyone has their own person. Instead of, like, everyone following, like, 5 people, it's that, like, every 100 people has this one person that they look up to and, like, follow, like, what they do for, like, trends and stuff.
No, I agree. And I think we've seen it, like, with influencers, too. Whereas they used to be, like, a separate category, now they're entering uncanny valley of celebrity status because like Emma Chamberlain basically like used to be like fun and relatable. As she's gotten famous and gotten more money and gotten serious things to do, like rather than just make YouTube videos, it's like, well, yeah, she's entered the celebrity sphere and it's not the same.
Well, and I think like it's not even like the seriousness of it, but I just think it's like the accessibility of it.
Yeah.
Of like YouTube, like especially the content she was making was literally vlogs. What I do in a day, what I eat in a day, like, you know, whatever. Staying up all night or cooking this recipe with me is like obviously very accessible content, and like that's really easy to like replicate your life off of that or like be influenced quote unquote by that. Now her career is in like Louis Vuitton modeling basically, and like whatever, all of these like Paris. Really awesome things that are like she always has been interested in like fashion or like whatever, and like it makes sense. It's like the next progression for her, but it's just a lot less accessible. It's like people can't be like, oh yeah, I want to be like Emma Chamberlain and wear like Louis Vuitton and go to Paris or whatever. Like that's what, you know, the type of content that we see from her now. So I feel like that's why we can't really have like stars who are like on that level. We don't really care about seeing people do those things because we can't really be influenced by them to that level.
Damn, look at our philosophical talk.
So that was it. So that's about influencers.
Celebrities, huh?
And like even us, like the three of us, like who are we influenced by? Rhiannon. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Peter Michael Rhiannon.
Or literally. Or like Madeline.
Yeah.
Pick me up, I'm scared.
She's got me in a chokehold.
Yeah.
In a death grip.
Death grip.
I will say, sometimes Peter has me in one.
Has what?
Has me in a chokehold.
Oh.
In a different way.
Has me in one. I was like, what? In one.
Peter can't choke me, is what she meant to say. That's what, no, my sister was literally like, we were talking about them, the live show, like seeing pictures of them, whatever. My sister was like, oh my gosh, like, Peter! And I was like, no, literally us being like, Peter! Like,
I listened to 3 episodes of 5 to 4 yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yesterday?
Yeah,
Yesterday. Bush v. Gore, Citizens United.
That's a good one.
literally the worst one.
And then the newest one. Should we do our bop or flop? Yes or no? Commercials?
Oh yeah, my brother gave us a critique and said, you should actually explain the commercial.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
If you don't get the exact same targeted ads that we do, let's explain it.
I have one.
Okay, let's hear it.
My yes commercial of the week is the Airbnb commercials. Airbnb's like a little bit, they're not that good.
But they're commercial. This is just
This
about
isn't
the commercial.
This is not an endorsement. This is not
Yes.
pro corporation. But yeah, basically it's just like pictures of the family in the Airbnb. And it says like the title of the Airbnbs, it's like Little Italian Home, hosted by, and then the person who hosts it. And then it's just like families cut to music, pictures of the families cut to music in their little Italian home. And it's not really like, it's not weird. It's like fun.
I feel like
It's
the best part of it is
family
there's no
vacay.
talking. There's no voiceover,
Yeah.
and there's no actors talking.
True.
That is a real
No acting.
key
No
part.
acting at
Right.
well. The pictures are probably
Right.
staged, but
It's just like vibey music and Pinterest-worthy photos.
yes. And it's
And
a
then
yes for me.
it literally just says Airbnb and then black screen, like over. You know, like it's nothing. There's no room for cringe. It's just vibey music and Pinterest-worthy pictures, and that's it.
So it's a yes.
I give it a thumbs up.
It's a yes for me. I don't know if Maisie's seen those. Have you seen those?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have the same ass.
Yeah. It's a yes from us. So if you are a corporation trying to advertise,
Just do that.
do what Airbnb does.
Pictures. Vibey music.
But we are in a housing crisis, and please just give everyone a house, for God's sake.
Yeah, stop hoarding
Yeah.
houses and putting them on Airbnb. Actually.
Actually, just give everyone a house.
We can.
Literally.
Stupid fucking Elon Musk. Sorry. Going to buy Twitter for $44 billion could have ended
Literally just
hunger
give everyone
and
a house.
homelessness here. Oh, but he's not going to because he's a little bitch.
Says Maisie.
I'm for real.
What are your sources? Who says?
Twitter?
He's like tweeting about stuff though. About Twitter.
Yeah, he also tweeted, next thing I'm gonna buy is Coke so I can put the cocaine back in
I
it."
know. But also, well, maybe he will back out, but also, like, the former CEO, like they, like, talked about it, you know what I mean?
They said it, but I do think he's gonna back out.
But,
I mean-
okay, I'm not on Twitter, so you guys have to fill me in a little bit. But, like,
Yeah.
what is the... Like, he's just doing it as a business move, or...
No, he's not
he
even
like
doing
has
it as a
plans
business.
for it. He's like, I want to like take over, like, so I want to compete with Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh.
No.
I
He
mean,
wants
no,
to
I
change
don't
the
know.
free speech
Yeah.
policies and get back blocked or, like, shut down Twitter accounts. Like, he wants to bring Donald Trump back. He wants to bring back, like,
Yeah,
these awful people that have been kicked off for a
his
reason.
big thing is,
Okay.
like, free speech.
Okay.
But his version of free speech is,
See
like,
5 to 4 episodes about free speech. law.
Right. Is no leftist speech. That's what he means
Right.
by free
Right.
speech.
Right. He said, he was, well, I don't even know. He said something about, like, true free speech or whatever is, like, gonna piss off ultra-left and ultra-right, like, people, basically.
Yeah, because another feature he wants to remove is, like, the, like, automatic flagging
Yeah.
of comments on stuff. Like, the main one that he directly quoted was about, like, misgendering people.
Oh, uh-huh.
And, like, if you're trans, like, F to M and, like, somebody's calling you she,
Yeah.
he thinks that you should be able to do that and not be reprimanded for it because your account can get blocked for, like, so many days
Yeah.
or whatever. Whatever. He just wants it to turn it into his own thing and
Yeah.
be able to block and shut down accounts that make fun
He
of
just
him
wants to
because
be
he's a
in control
loser.
of it.
Yeah. Because he's
He
a
wants to make the
loser.
Yeah, Gary was like, Elon Musk is not smart at all. He bought Tesla, bought the engineers. He did not make it. He's not that smart. He's not a genius. And I was like,
He's not a genius.
I know, Gary. You could make Tesla.
You better work.
Gary is the Professor
Gary.
we stand. He has good opinions about Elon Musk and is super chill
He's old and
about all the work.
Old and wholesome. Never met a 70-year-old white man quite like him.
Yes.
He's 70.
Hard to come by.
That is old.
He's really old.
For
He has a
being
fused disc, so
professor.
his neck is stuck like that.
See you next week.
And next episode presumably will be a New York debrief, so look out for that.
That will include New York off-roading
Yes, it will include
and seeing the whole trip.
a whole trip, a whole 5 days.
Yeah.
We were
I
all
don't know,
together.
basically.
First trip we took together, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Oh, the cabin.
cabin. But, like, first real trip. That
Right.
was,
Yeah,
like,
like flew.
That was-
doing
that was
this,
mini.
but somewhere else.
Yes. No, literally.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on TikTok.
We're gonna post a lot of content on there.
At Twitter is at Sunday Debrief, right?
Sunday
Underscore.
_debrief.
Yeah.
Everything else is at Sunday morning debrief. Give us a voice message on what you want to hear us debrief.
Give us
Your
a
Anchor.
review.
If you have a topic, we will talk about anything.
5-star review, please. If
Apple
you even can yet.
reviews. Yeah. After a couple episodes, I think. Do all the stuff.
Your podcast
you.
listener.
I forgot that SMD is a euphemism or whatever. The thing
acronym?
is acronym. Yeah, for suck my dick. And it kept
That's
popping
funny.
up, and I was like, "Damn,
That is funny.
That's
I
kind of
actually
funny
think
though."
That's so funny.
So yeah,
That's
you
our
can call us
hashtag.
what you want.
Yeah. Hashtag suck my dick.
Rotted and unfiltered. Okay.
Okay, bye. Bye.